It's still here, and I'm still here. A little fatter though. So, what happened? Things have been really working out and going great here recently. The engine producing 32 horsepower from 50cc on methanol and nitromethane, and 26 from just the initial first little tests on pump gas, which is great. But I didn't feel the... I think I've become incentivized, I think that's what it's called, numb to happiness in a way, and that's not right. And it's the 3 past years that's, and working with, dealing with relationships and just emotions and all that has taken a toll on me. And I so easily end up in a negative feedback loop where say I take a break from the garage for a few days, and then I start feeling bad about taking a break from the garage, and then I kind of need a more break, a longer break from the garage, and then I feel even worse, and then I start procrastinating everything else, and I start feeling even worse because I'm procrastinating and not doing stuff I should do. And then I start worrying about the economy because this is my job and I'm not working, and that makes me need a break even worse, and then just that spiral. But now it's really, this time it's trying to, well, do things differently and find a better way to deal with things, to not end up in that spiral. So in the middle of the spiral, I just need to step up a little bit and tune down the accommodate other people's needs at my own expense, because I'm good at doing that to keep the peace. I can't minimize conflict at my own expense anymore. And it's not really conflict in that way, it's just I'm just rambling. Enough of this. Let's talk about what we're gonna do going forwards. And Merry Christmas. The engine is working great and holding up. So tuning is what's going to happen going forwards. The 26 horsepower run on pump gas was with a 17mm stinger. So our first test now, first tuning session, will be with different stinger sizes to see how it reacts to that. I think the 16mm one will be better. Could maybe even go smaller. 17 is, in theory, 17 is too large. So that's our first tuning session. And we're gonna add back the chain tensioner. We're gonna go both sides now, as has been suggested by so many people. And this is meant for my land speed bike. Go and watch the land speed video from this year. So this is just a dyno problem, but we're gonna add some shielding here, because the sparks you see flying, that's from this chain hitting this bolt. We're gonna add a plastic gliding surface here to make the chain happier. After stinger testing, there's jetting. There's a 130 main jet in there now. I just guesstimated a size and it seemed to work fairly well, but there's probably more power to be had by going up or down. We'll see, probably down a little bit. And then timing adjustments, and then probably back and forth between stinger, timing and jetting to find a sweet spot. I want to thank Jostein at yourdyno.com. Yourdyno, that's my dyno software and hardware. He sent me this, plus a bunch of accessories and control electronics for it. This is a super fancy valve, control valve for a water dyno. So the water dyno is happening. It's happening. It's not me making it, and that's why it's taking a little while. And it doesn't matter, because I have a perfectly good dyno already. But the water dyno is happening. It should be an improvement over what I'm running now. As I mentioned in the previous video, I have been using some computer security research as a distraction from from the struggle lately. Well, that and also a little bit of Turtle WoW. Last year we did some normal WoW. This year, Turtle. It's made me even more aware of how complicated and convoluted the whole internet and all the everything connected to the internet has become, and how easy it is to find flaws and exploit them. Now I'm even more eager to promote my all-time favorite sponsor of this channel, NordVPN. As you all know, NordVPN creates an encrypted tunnel for your data to travel in, so nobody can spy on it and steal your stuff. There's more to it though. Well, first of all, the fun part where you can pretend to be from wherever you want. You can see now I'm connected to Norway here, but I can connect to Ecuador and pretend to be from there. And that can be advantageous for getting cheaper plane tickets and also for watching stuff that's available or playing games that are available in Ecuador and not in Norway. And vice versa if you're traveling and you can connect back home and pretend to be home. So that's super, that's the fun part. The serious part is how it protects you. And it's not just the VPN part. You have threat protection, which is anti-malware, and there's browsing protection, an ad blocker, and a tracker blocker. There's even a dark web monitor that monitors the dark web to see if your credentials and stuff can be found there, so that you can take action. Honorable mention NordPass, which I use. With one master password, I can have different passwords for every service, and those passwords can be 64 characters long and just random, like random numbers and letters and stuff, symbols. Head to nordvpn.com/twostrokestuffing for a great deal, and it's risk-free with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Thank you, NordVPN, for sticking with me, even sticking with this procrastinating weirdo. Thank you. So we plan on running the engine on methanol and nitromethane at Bonneville next year. I can't do more testing here in Norway on the nitro percentage we mean to run. I think unless something changes, like it's super strict here, the nitro. But we can travel over to the United States. We're gonna do that at least for a week before the actual Speed Week event next year, maybe more. And we can do the test and tune on that fuel there, because it's much less restricted. So this is the carb for nitro, and it has the 90-degree bend, which, well, the long intake is better with this carb. I think we had some chain issues that might have caused inconsistency in the testing, so more testing required. But this will be forward facing, as you might remember, on the bike. I've got a bunch of extra castings, machined and non-machined, for the current engine. So it doesn't really matter if we destroy it, but when I feel the tuning is as good as we can reasonably get it, I think we want to focus on some other stuff I have been like putting on the back burner. One of those things is Fritz Overmars's symmetrical cylinder. I was meant to do testing with this, and I haven't yet. I think 2026 will be the year when we start testing this. And also the brute force engine. But there's a problem. I was gonna say I can't find it because I couldn't find it, but then I remembered it's in the Aprilia frame. The brute force engine, supercharged, externally scavenged, rotary exhaust valve, 2-stroke, 50cc. We're gonna continue testing, and with it mounted in the frame like this, we can actually just put it up on the dyno and for testing purposes. And this would be fun as just a rat rod thing. And there could be a bunch of power in there, we'll see. So there's a bunch of stuff to get done, and that's without mentioning all the other weird ideas I want to do, want to test, want to try. As long as I can keep myself out of the hole. Thank you for sticking with the weirdness that is me and this. And I'm working on it. About that, I have a therapy session to go to, so I have to get this edited and uploaded before that. Next video will be actual work, and it won't be 3-4 weeks. hopefully. Merry Christmas, and if I don't see you, Happy New Year. I plan on seeing you before New Year, for sure. Stinger testing. Thanks for watching.